Covering news where you live, this is 5 News.
Thank you for joining us for the latest news and weather where you live. I'm Joe Ellison.
And I'm Tiffany Lee. Arkansas parents have until October 1st to ensure that their children are fully vaccinated. Arkansas has immunization requirements to help stop spreadable and preventable diseases like the spread of measles, mumps, meningitis, and more. Fort Smith lead nurse Kelsey Ellis says that each school year, up to 5% of families choose not to vaccinate their children.
There's philosophical and religious exemptions that you can apply, and you can go to the Arkansas Health Department website and get those applications.
All required documents, either proof of vaccination or exemption, have to be submitted by October 1st. If you can't get an appointment in time, you can still schedule one and show proof to the school nurse. Well, the Samaritan Community Center in Rogers provides food and resources to people who are struggling to get by.
And they're seeing a big increase in how many people and families are coming to them for help.
Since the new facility opened last September, they say that they are now serving 56% more people. They credit this to the larger and more convenient new space, inflation, and the May tornadoes that impacted people right in their backyard.
The director of the program operations say the influx of people is not weighing them down, though. It's fueling their mission to help even more.
We had to get creative with things, but we're still handing out as much food as we can. We're still doing the same quality of meals that we can, and thankfully we have so many fantastic volunteers.
Well, the Samaritan Shop, which is a thrift store that helps fund the center, was closed for 12 weeks due to storm damage, but opened back up August the 18th. All right, we're going to get to more news for you in just a minute.
But first, let's send it over to Zach with a look at the forecast.
All right, we've been tracking a few sprinkles out there across our far southern zones, really. And again, these are very hit or miss. Coverage, we'll call it 10%. I-40 off towards the south, can't rule out a sprinkle, mainly through the AM hours. Hey, clouds a little bit more likely to hold on, to linger, slower to decrease overall across all of the river valley down towards the Washtalls. Scattered morning clouds will decrease a lot faster across northwest Arkansas, and we're looking at a sun-filled afternoon. Now, temperatures are a couple degrees warmer from our Tuesday, but overall, we're still comfortable, a little below average here for this time of year, especially in the river valley. We've still got the low humidity, so again, we're overall looking great. Humidity does tick up a little bit as we go into Thursday and into Friday morning, but here comes our front. This will move in Friday afternoon and continue Friday evening. We could get a few scattered showers along the front, but the main impact's going to be on the backside. Cooler weather, ladies, heading this way. We will feel that throughout the weekend.
All right, thanks for that, Zach. Well, Arkansas State Police have announced a campaign to help reduce pedestrian and cyclist accidents across the state.
ASP isn't alone in raising awareness. 5 News reporter Jacob Luthi learned that there are some multi-million-dollar plans in the works in one city to reduce crash fatalities by 2030.
We're just trying to reduce the number of fatalities that we've had in the past few years.
The Arkansas State Police's Highway Safety Office is encouraging drivers to be more vigilant of pedestrians and cyclists through its Extreme Safety Initiative.
Limit those distractions in your vehicle. You know, that phone has been responsible for a lot of accidents across our state in a number of years. And then when we approach those crosswalks, you know, if you don't see anybody, slow down, make sure nobody's about to dart across there.
ASP provided 5 News with data that shows there were nearly 2,500 pedestrian crashes and more than 800 bicycle crashes in the state from 2020 to 2023. Washington County ranks in the top 3 in both categories. Dane Eifling is the mobility coordinator for the city of Fayetteville. He says the city hopes to eliminate serious injury and fatal crashes by 2030 through its own Vision Zero initiative.
Focusing on safer vehicles, safer speeds, and so that means reducing speed limits. That means reducing some of the things that we know that invite high-speed traffic into these areas.
It's a $33.5 million strategy, mostly funded through a federal grant.
Getting sidewalks, adding safer pedestrian crossings, and putting in a protected bike space. Also shortening the crossing distances at those crosswalks so people can get across more quickly and safely. An elevated crosswalk or flashing beacon there, that's proven to reduce the amount of crashes there.
Eifling adds that everyone, pedestrian and driver alike, can help solve the problem.
Responsibility is shared by all road users. Safety should be proactive. Somebody that you care about has been involved in a serious or or fatal car accident. And we don't want to accept that as being just part of using our transportation system.
In Fayetteville, covering news where you live, Jacob Luthi, 5 News.
Well, thank you for joining us here on this Wednesday.
Catch up with us again next time for more. Have a great day.